So I've been asked quite a few questions about the show, so I thought I'd do a very quick Q&A with you of 7 questions I've got down here, what people keep asking me. And also I thought I'd give you a quick about the show, because I did realise in the intro I haven't told you. So it's a Living History Festival spanning 200 years of history from 1800 through to 2000, and it's created, as I said before, by the people, for the people, to allow access for everyone to come and see history and creativity, and what we can do when you have a determination and wantingness to do something. So that's what the show is, and you'll know more about that later. So let's start with the questions. So why did you create the festival? So I've been to a lot of shows, and I've been to a lot of events over the years. I used to do medieval living history. I love history, I love creativity, and I love kind of living in a different world for a weekend. The thing is, with the military shows, what I found is it's very alpha male driven, and it's a lot about just the fighting and stuff. So I thought there's a lot more that can be shown. I know, kind of wanted to create my own event anyway, because I love making parties and stuff, and friends of mine know that we have some pretty cool parties. So I thought I'd mix all of those different worlds together, because some of you know that I work at Glastonbury as well, and that's a great place to be for a week. I'm a production designer for film and television, so I create stuff as well. So I'm just mixing all these different worlds together to create this festival. That's why I did it. Number 2, how big is the show? Well, I started it in 2022 as an idea, and I thought I had a 7-acre field, and I thought we might get maybe 30 or 40 reenactors coming along, maybe 20 vehicles, and my idea was to create a community of people rather than just a show where people come up to and get told what to do. I want everyone to be involved in it together as a super group. So what happened was they ended up being over 150 reenactors actually joined in on the show. We had over 80 vehicles, and we filled the 7 acres, and we had no space, so we actually ran out of space on the first year. So that was cool. Second year, I moved to Keevil Airfield, and it was too wet, so we actually had to cancel the show, which is quite devastating. But what that allowed us to do was then continue the prep through to 2024. Excuse me. Always need a cup of tea. So so 2024, a chap I know, Sir James Fuller's got a bit of land. Very, very kind people, and really helpful, and the farmers as well. So we moved to some land near South Wraxall in 2024. We had 42 acres of land to use, which is brilliant. We had over 600 reenactors turn up and 200 plus vehicles. So it's pretty big, and this year it's bigger. We have now probably about 700 participants, so that's living history people, reenactors, singers, music, historians. There's all sorts of people, and we've got a new field now. We've got a pre-1800s field, which is where the Wyomings are, which is American Frontier Town Group, and then the SOSCAN, which is American Civil War. So it's big. It's turning into quite a significant size, but still it's made from the heart, it's made from here, so that's really, really important to us. That it's a community of people together. So yes, it's big. Question 3, do you recycle sets? Yes. So in the film industry, I've always thought it's a real shame that there's so much waste, and people say they're being green. I believe it's not always the case, and I think they can do a lot more. So I try and rescue as much stuff as I can and stop it going into skips. Now people say it goes into incinerators and stuff like that, but I can only talk from what I see, and it goes into a skip and goes away. So I don't know where it goes to from there, but it's a travesty. Anyway, So I recycle whatever I can, and we take the scenery here to the studio, which is behind you. You're not going to see it again, not until I show you, but that's later. Yeah, so we recycle all the sets. Last year we recycled 23 tons of scenery, and it'll be more again this year. Again, we take all that to site on trucks and God knows what, and yeah, make magic for you guys to come and see. So yes, we recycle as much as we can. Question 4: is there more to a show than just military vehicles? Indeed there is. So though we have got 2 really good arenas this year, with lots of battles going on and things. I've got a great team of people who are coordinating those, and we'll do a video on those later. Again, as we go through this journey together, you and me, I'll show you all the bits of people, not bits of people, the world of what we live in and how we create it together. So yes, there's so much more. So I have in the town square, 1940s town square, we've got things like we've got a 1940s cinema, we've got a hair parlour, ladies hair parlour, gents hair parlour, got a sweet shop, we've got trying to build the Berlin Wall this year, which is quite a task, but yeah, again, we're creating the whole show as a big film set together. So you know, I create the surroundings and the reenactors bring it to life, and it should be good. So that's, yes, it's more than just vehicles. That's something I hate, is just lines of vehicles with people stood next to them. It doesn't offer anyone, and I think it's really important for young people to get to this and see creativity. It's really important. Okay, question 5: do you have people helping? Yes, I have lots of people helping, and you can help too. Get in touch with us if you want to. We always need people. There's so much to do, so much, and you don't have to be good at stuff. I mean, I'm not really very good at stuff, apart from just, you know, wanting to do it. It just seems to happen. I think that's really important, is just to do it. But yeah, so we have lots of people helping, volunteers. We've got a really good core group of people. We meet at the studios here probably once or twice a month, and we just do things, take stuff apart, fix stuff, paint stuff. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. And then at the show we've got hundreds of people who help together, and again, I'll take you through those later on, you know, in more videos. D-Day. Okay, question 6: are you a spicy person? Maybe. Yes. I don't think you can do this stuff without actually being neurodivergent, which is what everyone's called these days, we're neurodivergent people, or maybe just Spicies. Yes, I think a lot of people in reenacting are neurodivergent. I am, well, we have to be all bracketed, don't we? So I'm dyslexic and I have ADHD, which is why I can't keep looking at you. I have to keep looking everywhere else because that's my head. I cry all the time. So yeah, I love it. I think all of these things, if you're neurodivergent, I think they're all golden tickets, and I think they're all really, really good things for you to use. You just got to learn to kind of direct yourself. It takes a long time to learn. So yes, okay. Question 7. Did I say 5? Because we're now on question 7. So last one: is the show for everyone? Yes, the show is for everyone. It's not for people who just love history and who are historians. When I was a child, my mum took me to lots of steam rallies and shows, you know, Sealed Knot when it was around back in the day, and it gave me little acorns of imagination, and I think it's really important for young people of all classes to have access to these magical things, because that's really important for their future, because as they get older, they'll remember all of these experiences they've had, not just about history, but creativity and about an alternative way of enjoying life. And that's something that reenacting in the shows is really key. And I find some of the shows are overpriced maybe, or just expensive, and that's not going to be achievable for people who don't have such a good income. And there's a lot of people struggling these days, so that's why I try and keep the gate fee as low as possible, so that we can have open access to as many people as possible, so that as many people see the magic. That's what I think is really important. So I'm going to leave it there for now, because I just end up waffling and it's boring. So okay, thank you very much. I'm not going to walk off on this one because I think it'd be too weird. I'll keep doing that, so I'm just going to press this little button here.